This episode of Leap TV is made possible by MyLeapTools.com. What's MyLeapTools? Vital tips, tools, insights, and strategies for small business owners. Coming up on Leap TV, the pros and cons of doing focus groups, and the performance tip this week, CrazyEgg.com. I'm Isabelle Mercier, and this is the show that shows you that small, intentional, and consistent actions lead to massive results. To focus group or not to focus group? Well, that's a good question. And first of all, why would people want to do a focus group? Well, focus group are primarily used to gather marketing data. It's to get to know from small groups of people, usually in a specific demographic, what type of impressions, expectations, and information and habits do they have when reviewing products or services. But there's a big debate right now that's about the validity of doing a focus group, because what people say they would do and what people actually do is often really not the same. So having said that, I'd like to share with you guys some pros and cons of doing focus groups. The first pro, well, people love to share their opinion, and they're really quick at giving feedback. So that is definitely a pro when evaluating a product or a service. Remember what I said earlier, what people say they do or think can be drastically different from what they actually do and think. The next pro is focus groups really give you useful data as to what people expect and what people's requirements are, because you don't always get a chance to poke around in people's heads, I should say, and focus groups allow you to do that. What is also dangerous is some people with a less strong opinion will get influenced by the stronger leaders in the group. That way, they can stay in line with the whole group as opposed to standing out with their own opinions. And thirdly, doing a focus group allows you to compare your product and service with other competing brands, therefore giving you the opportunity to get some insights from your participants of what's working well from your competitor and what's not working well, so that you can, ahead of the game, foresee strengths and potential flaws. And sometimes small focus groups can be dominated by one strong leader and be taken completely off course. Focus groups can be really cost effective, but they can also be very misleading. So if you're to choose to do a focus group or focus groups for your product or service, here's a few things to keep in mind. Have a skilled moderator. I cannot stress this enough. It can become a dog's breakfast if it's not moderated properly. Carry out more than one focus groups per idea. It is a good way to really test different groups to see if there's commonality in the comments. And I would definitely recommend for you to define your target market with as much detail as possible in order to get the most value out of, obviously, your group and the people that are part of your group. So Leapers, I want to know, have you ever done a focus group? If yes, what are some of the gems and insights? Any ideas for our Leapers? All you have to do is add your comment below the video at leaptv.com. We want to know. This week's performance tip is CrazyEgg.com. I recently discovered this tool, which I happen to think it's the best tool out there since sliced bread, really. What it does is it provides analytics for your website, but it provides visual analytics. It uses heat maps, and it actually visually shows you not only how many people came to your site, like Google Analytics, but it also really shows you clearly where people click and what their behavior, their scrolling behaviors are. So have a look at a couple of screenshots here and you'll see for yourself. By using Crazy Egg, what you can do is increase conversion rate on your sales page by truly understanding what visitors are responding to and making those elements more prominent and eliminating the useless clutter because you see where they click. It also helps you improve your design to create a better user experience, holding your visitors' attention longer by communicating more effectively. So if you want to increase your conversion rate, that's the tool you need. So visit crazyegg.com to start your 30-day free trial. So guys, if you've liked this episode, of course, as usual, I will ask you to spread that love. Tweet it, Facebook it, email it, but damn it, share it. This is how we learn, by sharing great ideas and great insights. That's it for this episode. Remember that everything you've learned here today will do nothing for you unless, of course, you implement it. So take action on at least one thing that you've learned today. And remember that it's much easier to do it than it is to dwell on it. I'm Isabelle Mercier, and I invite you to connect with me via Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Join me next time for more tips, tools, and insights to get you performing like never before. See you next time.